do people use ketchup as fake blood?
Am I the only one who can see the difference?
I don't say this lightly, but nice work out there, Eddie. I hope you'll feel welcome amongst the Midnight Suns.
Caretaker, you know Eddie's not in
Always on the
with us?
hunt, right?
With that, Eddie's not even in the building right now.
What is this?
Hunter, hello.
What do we have today?
Might want that candle.
What do you mean, feel welcome? What have I been doing this whole time?
Bunazua. Do you have any siblings?
No. Why do you ask?
I can't imagine growing up as an only child. I've always had Pietro around.
That is your brother?
My twin, yeah.
It must be difficult to be separated from him.
It is. For as much as I love Nico and magic, no one knows me better than my brother. That's the nice thing about being a twin. You have a built-in best friend from the moment you're born.
You two never argued?
Of course we did. He's super fast, though, so he'd just speed away whenever he knew he was wrong. That made it hard to gloat.
Why is he not here?
Who knows? I haven't heard from him in a while, but I know he's okay. Twin telepathy and all that.
You can read his mind?
No, but I can kind of sense him. It's hard to explain, but just trust me. Pietro's fine.
I hope you hear from him soon.
Me too. For someone who's so fast, he sure is slow to respond.
Hey, going for a swing helps clear the cobwebs. You should try it.
me all you've got.
Peace.
So I'm going to see real quick if I can't search out that last journal page that is somewhere on these grounds. Really do not know where that page could be. Maybe the church? it'd be up in here. There it is. Finally found it. March 4th, 2020. They stopped tending to this grave some time ago. I guess I'm the only one that comes out here these days, so I get it. It's so sad though. It was hundreds of years ago, but a loss like that, a husband and a father, that doesn't just go away. Maybe that's why everything happened the way that it did. Finally, yes.
You've been a probationary member. Now you're a trusted ally.
What's new, Hunter? Let's crunch the numbers. Fascinating info here. And by fascinating, I mean I want to blast these creeps to the moon. Who are we sending on an op?
Relaxing music and the scent of calmness, interrupted by loud screams and feral growls. Vampires weren't part of the spa package, but they found their way through.
If I had time, I'd take care of these myself. But I have been accused of hogging the ball before.
And now it's their fun day. I can sense still.
Our foes will crumble.
Pick your target, Hunter.
Elizabeth Allen will never miss a chance to break the boundaries of science and, of course, enrich her bank account in the process. She's working on a newer, better Vampire 2.0, which she will probably sell to the highest bidder. I can actually see you right now.
See you soon.
Alright. Yeah, I want to do this one.
Now that the Hydra vampires have my prototype sample, I've no doubt they'll attempt to create their own sunlight serum.
Mass produce it, more like.
But where would Hydra vampires go to mass-produce sunlight serum?
Somewhere familiar to them.
How about a Hydra facility that makes the gamma goop they put in their blood?
Yes, I'm going to go with exactly like that.
How about one sending a distress signal about a vampire invasion? Might be a good place to start.
mass production of my prototype sample is a nightmare come to life.
Do you ever regret creating your sample?
Of course, but humankind did not split the atom just to create bombs. In the right hands, science is a force for prosperity.
What about the wrong hands?
When I am done with them, they will not have hands.
Well, looky who it is.
Storm, why are you out here?
I'll need some time to recover. I am eager to enact justice upon those who challenge us.
Is Porto.
Has Hydra turned upon itself?
No, this is biology. It is a vampire's nature to betray the living.
Excuse me?
Oh, but not mine. I differ on a biological level.
Relax. It was a joke.
I should have known you were behind this.
Hold them off. We need more time. Go. Feed upon them. Let their veins bleed rivers.
If we can disable those terminals, at the very least we can slow their efforts to reproduce the serum.
But we need to protect the server to access the data ourselves.
Correct.
And I thought technology was supposed to make our lives easier.
They're intent on attacking the server. We must stop them.
You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandons you.
I'll give it a whirl.
Leave some for the rest of us.
brutally.
I must have angered them.
Where do they keep finding these guys?
I'm sure you've all realized what will happen if these vampiric lose their vulnerability to the sun.
A lot of innocent civilians are going to pay the price, and we can't allow that.
Your sincere concern for the guiltless is inspiring.
And your lack of empathy for them is disturbing.
You asked for it. Ouch.
No one is to hurt.
Forever in service. Support units on the move.
At least my mother knows how to keep her minions in check.
As much as she'd like to pretend, Sin doesn't hold the same sway as her grandfather, much less...
Doesn't matter. She has enough resources at her disposal to be a problem.
Prototype. It's here. We must recover it.
One more batch. Secure it. Quickly now.
So we finally have the opportunity to settle our grievances personally.
You're surprisingly enthusiastic for someone marching towards their end.
And you are shockingly confident for someone who dares tread on the work of a superior intellect.
Enough talk!
This usually works. I mean, did you really expect to win? Coming at me? Going for it. This must happen to you all the time.
For you.
Now that was something.
Fear death.
Another batch of idiots coming in.
This facility is quite impressive. If only it weren't being used for such twisted ambitions.
Hydra in a nutshell.
You know nothing of the great works achieved by Hydra. This will be our resurgence.
I've heard that before, too.
This won't do.
Hydra!
Oh good, more goons.
Soon, the forces of Hydra will rule the day as well as the night. None will stand in their way.
It's important they see you maintain an inspirational outlook in the face of overwhelming defeat.
I will make you suffer!
You have earned this! Feel my call. They have not lost interest. Let us see if they have an answer for this. Your fate is sealed. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
Accept your fate! You are not my equal.
Armgonzo responding.
There's enough of that serum down there to turn their entire army into a daylight vampire scourge.
And it will be glorious!
I heard you were a bit unstable, but I had no idea your delusions of grandeur were this grand.
Let us see if they have an answer for this. It is time.
I'll take that.
Your prototype sample?
Indeed. And now to destroy the sunlight serum. But it's not all here, is it?
Of course not. We manufactured so much. All transported off-site before you even arrived. This is the final batch. A reserve. I am a wolf in the night. The yapping of a mangy cur does not concern me.
Tell me where you brought the serum.
Watch that temper, little mutt. You don't want to lash out and bite the ones you love.
Tell me!
Where else, you pathetic counterfeit? I delivered it to the Lord of Vampires.
You don't know what you've done.
Oh, but I do. Dracula, my master, has enough sunlight serum to supply an army. And there's nothing you can do to stop him.
saw Morbius heading toward Hunter's Folly. He looked distressed. Can you make sure he's not about to lose control? If I go out there, it won't be to talk.
Did you see Morbius storm out of here? He better not take out his frustrations on the Hell Ride. He'd regret that.
This place is always so full of drama. Feels like home.
Feels like the team is a magnet for damaged people. It's why we need to be there for each other.
Sin is a significant threat. We should never discount her capacity for ruthlessness.
Vampires can walk in sunlight now. Should make them easier to find, at least.
Sin will get what's coming to her. You can't hide from Mother Nature.
I understand how Morbius feels, but we can't have any loose cannons on this team.
Sucks about the serum, but Sin will meet her retribution.
Morbius needs to fix the mess he made. Otherwise, why is he even here?
Do you think Sin is single? Asking for a friend I hate.
I know this looks bad, but I'm sure we can think of a solution. Eventually.
Morbius is no threat to us. I'm more worried about the vampires.
Hey, you think Morbius's serum changes how vampires taste? I just, not a fan of GMOs.
I had some concerns about letting a vampire in the Abbey, but the real threat is out there.
I'd like to be alone for a bit. I came out here to be alone, Hunter.
Are you sure being alone is a good idea right now?
Blade sent you to check on me, didn't he? Probably didn't want to come himself because he thought we'd just end up fighting.
Is he wrong?
Of course not. And I can't promise we won't end up trading blows before the night is through, either.
If you truly wish to challenge me, I will not back down.
I've seen you in battle. I'm probably better off going after Dracula alone.
Then focus your anger at him.
They stole my work, Hunter. They perverted it for their own designs. There is an army of vampires ready to cut loose on the world, and they're all immune to sunlight. I did that. Not Dracula.
You could not have known that Dracula would get his hands on your sample.
No. foreseen that he'd want it, that he would come for it.
We will fix this. Together.
You're right. Wallowing in self-pity will accomplish nothing. We must prepare to act. Oh, and Hunter. I'm sorry. My behavior tonight was beyond the pale. I wish you had not seen me like this.
Doctor, my mother turned against me and started building an army. I understand betrayal. You have no need to apologize.
You are too kind. I really am glad you came. Instead of Blade. Well, I would love a few quiet moments to meditate on what we've said. Unless you need something else.
Actually, I have a couple questions about your connection to Sin.
I'll answer what I can.
How well do you know Sin?
Not long ago, she approached me and offered to fund my research. I tend to keep a low profile, so the fact that she was capable of tracking me down told me she was a woman of considerable resources and connections. So if I'd known one of those connections was Dracula himself, I would not have worked with her.
Your contempt for Sin seems personal. What is that about?
She manipulated me. I created this serum, hoping it could be used as a cure. Sin stole that work for Hydra, who knows only harm.
Sin works with Hydra. What is her connection to Dracula?
That is still a bit of a mystery to me. Sin covets leadership, but she is also drawn to men of great power. Dracula likely believes he is manipulating Sin for his own gain. Sin undoubtedly feels the same.
I should let you go.
I'll just be here, brooding.
I don't like how Morbius is acting. We need to work on our contingency plan.
We? You have more experience with Morbius than I. I assumed you already had emergency protocols in place.
I do. I'm asking for your help to make them better.
Blade, the Abbey grounds are already littered in protective runes and incantations designed to protect us from any kind of danger. Moreover, we should give Morbius the benefit of the doubt. He needs our support, not our suspicion.
Ignore this if you want, but I'm gonna sleep with a wooden stake under my pillow.
I thought you already did that.
Yeah, and it's because of monsters like Morbius.
You're looking well, Hunter. Hunter, I heard that you went to talk to Morbius. If it helps, I know of an infused herbal tea renowned for its calming effects.
I do not think that'll be necessary, Stephen.
I must admit Morbius is an anomaly. He's no longer human, but he isn't like other vampires. He struggles to find a place he belongs.
The Midnight Suns have always been a home for wayward outcasts.
Is that really what you think of Tony?
You know what I mean.
Only some friendly ribbing. Of course, I'm glad to hear it, but Morbius is a special case. He will require special care.
It sounds like you care about Morbius.
I recognize something inside of him. Our ambitions are similar. We were both obsessed with our work, with our goals. That drive eventually led to his downfall, as did mine.
Yet you were both very different men.
But the need for spiritual recuperation affects us both. Do not be surprised that Morbius loses control. That is his crucible. He must overcome it to make peace with himself.
How did it go with Morbius? Is he slipping?
Relax, Blade.
That man is a walking bomb. Maybe the fuse isn't lit, but I don't want to be caught holding him when he explodes.
Morbius is trying to be a good man. I want to support him.
I know I'm the one who said he'd be useful, but we can't be careless about this.
I'm surprised, Blade. You and Morbius are not that different. I thought you knew the darkness with which he wrestles. I thought you would empathize with him.
I do know that darkness. That's why I'm worried. Morbius can't kill the monster inside. He can only continue to build a cage around it. He didn't ask for this curse, and he wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Are you still talking about Morbius?
Just watch your back, Hunter.
By the rising rings of... Oh, it's just you.
Checking in on me again. You really don't need to worry, Hunter.
I should let you go. That looks good. Very nice. I wonder who painted this.
¿Qué pasa, Hunter?
Buonazua.
You wanted to speak?
Leadership looks good on you, Hunter.
Thank you.
When did it happen?
Right before we rescued you.
That was fast. They must really value you. I remember welcoming the Suns with open arms and feeling that sense of camaraderie. But I still wonder if I truly belong, you know?
You do know that you still belong here with the Suns, right?
Do I? Sometimes I'm not sure.
You do not need to question it. This is where you belong. And as de facto leader of the Midnight Suns, I want you to know that.
That means a lot. Thanks. I like the feeling of being part of a big, weird family. One that we both fit into.
What's good?
We did well.
Somewhere between the dry and wet saunas, a vampire was getting ready for a human snack when Storm cuts its meal time short. Storm slayed the vampires and saved the patrons, who left the spa extremely tense and ready to leave a 1-star review, but at least they were alive.
Disappoint me.
Hydra thinks they're so clever. Just imagine if they actually were. We might be in trouble.
It's good to have you around again.
Open call for cute Peter stories from back home. When I first met Peter, he was more of a spider, less of a man. Don't remind me, I ruined so many shirts. The Six Arms Saga, a classic. Never go full Spidey. Oh, buddy, Venom brought me up to speed. Rough. Are there any pictures? You do all this cool stuff, but you go full arachnoid one time. One time. Oh. Don't close on me. If anyone ever had any complaints about public transit, take a look at the footage from London's Tube. At least on the subway, you get to keep your blood. What the heck are those things? Team Excalibur says, enormous leeches. They're tracking down the source. Enormous leeches? Be right back. Need a shower. But I can't, because I live in a world where enormous leeches might be in the shower. Would you prefer trains full of regular-sized leeches? Hashtag nope. Enormous leeches for me, fewer to kill. Hashtag nope. If it sucks blood, I can kill it, no matter the size. Okay, let's do that general mission. To get the other Mobius.
Evil doesn't take time off. Neither should we.
See you around.
Are we fermenting the dishes before washing them? I need a knife, but I do not want to catch anything while trying to fish one out of the bottom of the sink. I wash them. You wash the plate and fork you used at dinner? I'll do it. Wash the dishes? No, I'll cut whatever you need cutting. My claws are handy in the kitchen. Chef Wolverine, heroine by day, Julian by night. I'll watch that show.
One of the Hydra operatives in this area has been transmitting unusual signals back to their base of operations.
They're set on coming after me.
If we can capture that agent, we might gain some insight into Hydra's plans.
That won't be a problem.
This won't end well for you. The light shines on the most dutiful.
I had hoped for a challenge. Just like old times.
Now's your chance. Take them into custody before they can regain their bearings. Excellent work. But I doubt Hydra will let you walk off with their agents so easily. Stay alert. We need to take care of the rest of these thugs. Don't hold back.
She wills it. The blood will not be broken.
They must know my reputation.
It's for the best.
I'm right here, still waiting.
So, who wants to go first?
Should be useful. You're not going. It was a good try, at least.
Watch closely.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Ooh, you should probably see a doctor.
Fear the Scarlet.
Looks like you've got the agent in custody. Better clear out before Hydra sends a search party.
I love Wanda.
Hunter?
Hunter, buddy, talk to me.
How's my favorite hunter?
The Abbey exudes a comforting aura. I can see why the Sons enjoy living here.
One step closer to the parchment. One step closer to putting Lilith down for the count.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
That battle was one of many, where Lilith's minions will feel our wrath.
Hunter.
You know that I was supposed to replace you, right? Agatha wanted me to be the new hunter.
I may have heard something about that.
Well, I never thought I could replace you. I wanted you to know.
I do not mind. As long as you know I am the best at being the hunter.
You sound like Ileana. Even if I had the skill to replace you, I couldn't have done so in Sarah's eyes. She never let me forget it.
That does sound like Sarah.
It's fine. What's important is that you are here, so you can be who we all need you to be.
Everyone is where they need to be. You most of all.
You said it better than I, and that's my point. Such an amazing time.
Feeling good today, girl?
I don't think technically I really have to pet Charlie anymore. I think she's at... Yeah, she's at top level, I think.
Did you miss me?
Eddie tried his best to reason with Elizabeth Allen, but Allen only saw it as an opportunity to test her Vampire 2.0 variation on a worthy opponent. It could still use some work, and she'd probably have to start from scratch. Venom didn't leave too much behind.
Tony and Dr. Strange may think they're the epicenter of our operations, but we all know this is where the real magic happens. Thanks, Hunter. Getting word of another attack. Vampires in Central Park. Right before dawn. Can you imagine?
Dawn? I knew this was coming. Just not so soon.
The city is in enough chaos.
We'll handle it. No problem.
Ah, Blade. Ever the optimist, hmm? About time. I was getting hungry.
Hey.
Do not stray from path.
Look at them. The sun will be up any minute now. They don't seem to care.
Then let's make them care. Let's get this. Just when people feel safe in Central Park again.
Yes, I'm afraid they'll have to cancel their picnics and ball games for today.
I'm sure they're more worried about surviving.
As they should be.
This is a serious predicament for you.
You've left me no choice. That's one hell of a move.
They cannot possibly match your strength. No mercy for the servants of Lilith. You were too weak for this fight.
It is too late for you. So be it. Be my victim. I know this must pain you, Blade, to see your turf overrun like this. All that work.
Kinda seems like you're trying to piss me off.
Am I that transparent? In honesty, I heard you fight harder when you're angry.
I'm fond of that tactic myself, Doctor. As you can see, he doesn't always buy it.
Or maybe I only play along when I feel like it. What? It sounds to me like they just missed their mama. consider it done. Whoever trained you did a damn good job. Without sunlight to fall back on, my job is about to get a lot harder.
You seem to have plenty of other tools, or toys, at your disposal.
Nothing scares a vampire more than the sun. It sure motivated you.
Fair point.
You are a force to be reckoned with.
I've been waiting. Your master must be so proud.
It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation. Playtime's over. Time's up for these chumps.
I smell it.
If we don't contain this here and now, New York could be overrun in a matter of days.
I think that's fairly obvious to all of us, hence the urgency.
What urgency? You're dragging this out. Keep the pressure on them.
This won't take
That's a neat trick.
No, but yourself.
Never seen that before.
No.
The loss of one innocent life is too many.
Oh. I should have looked when he changed. Oh, dang it. That was stupid of me. Dang it. I totally forgot to even pay attention to the meter. Because I wasn't feeding frenzy vampires right then and there. Oh, lordy. That was stupid.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
I've been waiting. Maybe you should teach me that one. Come get it.
Not
Leave some
exactly
for the
what I
rest of
wanted.
us.
Oh well.
Get ready. You kissed the mother with that mouth? It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation. It's on.
I know this must pain you, Blade, to see your turf overrun like this. All that work.
Kinda seems like you're trying to piss me off.
Am I that transparent? In honesty, I heard you fight harder when you're angry.
I'm fond of that tactic myself, Doctor. As you can see, he doesn't always buy it.
Or maybe I only play along when I feel like it.
I'll make quick work of it. You've left me no choice. They haven't lost their hero just yet.
Without sunlight to fall back on, my job is about to get a lot harder.
You seem to have plenty of other tools, or toys, at your disposal.
Nothing scares a vampire more than the sun. It sure motivated you.
Fair point. It is too late for you. Don't cross my path again. Your time has come.
You were too weak for this fight.
Time to get
Vampires are not the only ones who should fear you.
They do not fear the sun.
I'll give them something to fear.
No. Allow me!
So, the wait is finally over. How long has it been since you felt the sun on your face, Dracula?
Centuries. The better part of a millennium, in fact. But you already knew that, Blade. And thanks to your unlikely ally, Dr. Morbius, I will bask in the dawn for eternity.
I cannot allow that!
I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics.
Be my
Now let that be a lesson to you. No one but yourself.
My strength still grows.
This won't take long.
Come on, Dracula.
My will be done. Let this be your final message. Keep trying. Maybe you'll get lucky. My children will finally know true freedom. The power to rule the day just as easily as we rule the night. You rule the night? Maybe in some rat hole in Transylvania, but New York is my town. That's all about to change. Just as it began, your legacy ends with the rising sun. Now we're doing it.
You are a force to be reckoned with.
Not even counter. Yeah, I know you're gonna die. I'm not giving a terrible score, but
Just a taste of my power.
To think I've come full circle. My salvation and my curse all began with you.
A common refrain from vampires who haven't yet accepted their profound gift.
Not everyone wants to feed on the innocent. You never did understand that.
I understood perfectly well. I just don't indulge in weakness.
crap.
Your fate is sealed.
Your mother abandoned you.
So be it. This is the end!
I'll remember your face.
Doesn't matter how many times you try. More of them are joining the fight.
That one vampire didn't attack me.
We have the upper hand for now. The light will carry you onward.
I hope you brought enough for everyone.
The advantage is mine.
It's good to be back. Time to bleed. Is that really the best you can do?
I'm impressed.
That won't do it all. You've left me no choice. Assistance will get you nowhere.
Dang, they're all gonna go after Morbius. Hit Hunter! That's who you need to hit.
Get yours.
The sun's warmth is invigorating. I'm sure my children feel it too.
The cold grip of death is the only thing they'll find here. All my efforts in vain.
I can handle it. I like the way you move.
Lost children, you disappoint us, betray us, shed the blood of your own.
No one hurts you more than family.
Join us in the light. We won't ask again.
You won't. But not for the reason you think.
I don't understand. Why aren't you?
To mass-produce the serum, you diluted my sample. Yes, it protected you from the sunlight, but each use of your powers burned more of it away. You are, as they say, running on fumes. And when those expire, so do you.
This isn't over.
It is, for now. Unless you'd care to stay for a walk in the park.
Back to the sewer, where he belongs.
Are you disappointed we didn't destroy him?
Nah, he always comes back. But knowing he's got to live with that humiliation almost makes it worth knowing you.
Oh, not terrible. Not good.
Fortunately, I was there to show you how to make quick work of errant fools. Congratulations, Hunter. Dracula's vampires suffered a major loss today.
You deserve the credit, Doctor. You did good work today.
The sunlight serum is so diluted it no longer poses a threat. The vampires have been cast back into the night, where they belong. I don't think I can properly express my relief. Hunter, if you had not been there to lean on throughout all this, I do not know how I would have survived.
This plague of vampires put stress on the whole team. We supported each other.
You are too kind. I'm glad I found such a welcoming family of heroes. And about that, Hunter, you should know that I will remain committed to the Midnight Sun's greater mission. You all helped me in my time of need. It is only fair that I return the favor.
Your support is much appreciated.
Marvelous. But before we move on, we must make one final decision regarding the sunlight serum.
We?
Well, yes. I value your guidance. My prototype sample is no more, but I still possess my research notes. I could continue my experiments in the hopes of curing myself and maybe others, unless the risk of it falling into the wrong hands seems too great.
If a cure is possible, you should continue to look for it. If someone tries to exploit your research again, we will be here to stop them.
I was hoping you would feel that way. I can't wait to get back to work. After this business with Lilith is settled, of course. Thank you for your help, Hunter.
Despite his setback, do not consider Dracula defeated. He has survived centuries for a reason.
What you doing, Charlie?
I remember when I used to go out on these missions myself. At least I can always rely on you to get the job done. It seemed a bit touch and go for a minute with Dracula, but when hasn't it?
The energy in the Abbey is electric right now.
I don't know if I could have reversed the effects of the sunlight serum with my magic. It's best that it didn't come to that.
I don't think we've seen the last of Dracula, but I've got plenty of ass-kicking saved up for next time.
You were right, Blade. Morbius proved very useful today.
You know, even I'm impressed that he stared down Dracula.
So, did the two of you bury the hatchet?
We're not exactly friends, but I appreciate his experience in the field.
Sounds like someone is developing a grudging respect for the living vampire.
Okay, sure. Just don't tell him I said that.
You know, grudging respect is the first step to real friendship.
It's time to drop this, Hunter.
See? Blade is right. Nothing is better than the smell of burnt vampires.
Hey, a win is a win. Doesn't matter if the sun did most of the work for us.
If we run into those vampires again, they'll be roadkill.
Ah, so the vampires turned tail and ran into the night, where they can attack us from the shadows. This was a win, right?
See, I told you Morbius would come through for us. And I kept telling myself over and over until I believed it.
I wish all vampire threats were this easy to dismantle. I can't believe I'm saying this aloud, but I think I figured out Dracula's master plan.
Go on.
There is a Lilith connection, but it's not direct. Dracula is acting like he knows the world is coming to an end. Didn't expect him to be an apocalypse prepper, but here we are. Think of every play he's backed so far. Some of his plans overlap, right?
I had noticed that.
That's because he's throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. It doesn't matter what plans fail. As long as one succeeds, he wins. The good news is, we're foiling his plans faster than he's setting them in motion. If we keep nipping these buds, he'll have nothing left. Let's debrief on the latest. Looks like Dracula's plan went up in smoke. See what I did there?
I do. Is the sunlight serum truly gone?
Dracula still has a supply, but it's barely effective, as you experienced. For a master plan, this one was a real dud.
Morbius shamed Dracula. The Lord of Vampires will rid himself of the serum.
I think you're right. Never mess with the sun.
You mean the suns?
But shh.
What?
It's a... never mind. Central is tracking all mention of the sunlight serum or anything like it. Unless it finds something, I think we're done here. Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later. What's up?
What do you think of Dracula hit by the Morbus? Yeah, I'm workshopping headlines. For an article I probably can't write. It's just instinct.
Hunter, hello.
Well met, Hunter. It seems we can finally put this ordeal with Morbius's serum behind us.
Thankfully, we have more important things to focus on now.
Hunter, thank you for not being overly harsh with Morbius.
I only did what seemed to be right at the time.
I would say you are wise beyond your years, but you have more years than most of us put together. Maybe that's what makes you so discerning.
And still no wrinkles.
Indeed. I am just glad that Morbius found some peace of mind. I am familiar with that journey. It's not easy. Be proud of your part in that, Hunter.
New York is full of dark corners and clandestine meeting points. I love it.
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
Do your thing.
Hey Peter, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you too, man. This is a public post. Yeah, do we need to be here for this? Yeah, that's the point. Peter's awesome. Everyone should know that. Noted. Just note that Robbie is cool too. Agree to disagree.
I think Dahlia might be hiding with the Morlocks.
The Morlocks?
Mutants who live in the tunnels beneath the city, and who stay away from the X-Men. There's a homeless encampment by an entrance to the Morlock tunnels. Vampires have attacked it 3 times this week.
That cannot be a coincidence. Do you think the vampires are hunting this child?
I don't know. The city's most vulnerable population is being erased, mutants and humans alike. Disappearing from shelters, off the streets.
The vampires go after anyone the world would not miss.
Or even notice.
Until now.
I am eager to enact justice upon those who challenge us.
I need to hydrate. Anyone have coconut water? Yes?
Quickly, we must help them.
Save everyone you can, and keep your eyes open for Dahlia.
I'm looking.
Me too. I just don't like what I see.
Even in...
First it was the children. Now it's the city's unhoused population. These depraved creatures have no shame.
They do not seem to feel anything at all. Only their hunger drives them.
And yet they're still on the trail of Dahlia, with these people caught in their wake.
Then you're in the right place. At the very least, you can deny the vampires their next meal.
Welcome assistance.
prepare yourself. Even I need a boost now and then. Now it's my turn.
Some for the rest of us. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Makes me so popular.
Your journey is over. Your fate was already sealed.
Even in a city as renowned as New York, these people have still been left behind.
The lack of empathy is not unique to this city, or this time. Society often turns its back on those who are different.
And those with unusual abilities are even more likely to be shunned.
Yes, we've all felt it in one way or another. Maybe it doesn't have to be that way for Dahlia. I will show you true power!
Good work.
Their time.
Just as the stories told us, you are strong.
Walk in the light.
I'll remember this. Be happy you can still draw breath.
Don't get up, even if you can.
I thought the other one was giving weapons, not magic. Oh well.
We're fortunate these are resourceful people. Most of them must have escaped before things got bad.
To survive like this, they must always be looking over their shoulders.
Let us hope that is what happened.
There will be no escape.
Whatever works for you.
You had your chance to escape. You were too weak for this fight.
We are being watched.
Let them watch. Give them no cause to fear us.
It's all right. You'll be as good as new.
Dahlia?
Aurora? What are you doing here?
I tried to find you at the orphanage, but...
But what?
It seemed you were in distress. I wanted to help.
I'm not the one who needs help. Look, we're here, then wearing a fancy yellow suit. The Morlocks took me in. They just welcomed me into their family. But now someone is trying to tear our family apart.
I am so sorry.
No, you're not. You say you're all about protecting mutants, but it's only the ones who live in that mansion. You don't even see people like us.
That's not true.
What happened here?
We were attacked by creatures. We don't know what they are or what they want. Most of us fled after the last attack. Some are too wounded to move. I just need more time to heal them.
What can we do?
You really want to help? Stop those things from killing my family.
If these vampires are truly stockpiling victims, there is something much greater at work here.
As if their torment of these people was not enough.
It is never enough. There always seems to be a darker purpose waiting to reveal itself.
At least it keeps us busy.
I have your back.
Will return the favor when I can.
Face your end!
That will do.
Brace yourself!
Very effective.
Can you feel it in the air?
they say, it gets the job done. You were never my equal.
It was your mistake in coming here.
Hydra Immortalis. There is no regroup and await reinforcements.
These Morlocks, they live here, beneath the city? Why have I not seen them before?
These sewers have been home to all kinds.
They've survived by avoiding unnecessary attention. And much like their counterparts on the surface, many people do not want to see them.
The modern world continues to surprise me. I had expected better.
Consider it done.
I am impressed.
A feeble effort.
As they say, it gets the job done.
Just like old times. I can handle it.
Never underestimate the quiet ones.
I'm sure the Morlocks will be grateful, in their own quiet way.
Dahlia! It's over. You're safe.
Thank you, Aurora. And the rest of you. We're not used to people looking out for us.
Is there anything else we can do?
No, we'll be all right. I've healed the others. We'll move where they can't find us.
Dahlia, you don't have to be alone. The X-Men would welcome you.
Thanks, but I'm not alone. And I can't abandon my family for yours.
All right. And if you ever need me...
You'll be the first we call.
Goddess be with you. All of you.